Peace, y'all. It's your girl, Lisha. This video is about my obsession, my new obsession with Tantra. Real talk, the real reason why I'm so obsessed with it is because I see the myriad of benefits to it. As a nurse, I see, constant, well, everybody, just about every other patient I get is on some kind of antidepressant drug or whatever. And, that's just that's the mental stuff, and some kind of anti-anxiety. And then of course there's always the physical, the medicines they take for their physical ailments. And I'm like, I've been knowing, that there's no reason for us to be sick. Not any reason for us to be sick at all. We're not designed to be sick. We're not designed to be a disease. We're not designed to be imbalanced. We're not designed to have our energy blocked. None of that's a divine design. It's not godlike at all. If we're made in the image and likeness of God, why are we sick? Is God sick? Did it not say in the Bible that, all was created and looked at the creation and it was good? This is not good. This is not good at all. So, Tantra is, I've been reading and researching and watching videos and meditating and pondering and thinking about it. And it's like, I've seen some videos and they focus on sex. You'll see these, videos that talk about, spice up your sex life and last longer in bed and all these things, which, yeah, that's part of it, that's a benefit, but it's not all about that. It's about healing, like the whole being, because Tantra literally means to weave together. And I was watching a video about Nubia Sutton and she broke it all the way down with the I think what another brother was calling the philosophical side, maybe, just the thought and the theory of it and the living of it. And then there's other aspects like the healing. I'm seeing it all. I'm seeing the sexual aspects. I'm seeing the healing aspects. I'm seeing the weaving together of all aspects of you. And I'm obsessed. I'm dead. I'm fully obsessed because it's awesome. I mean, it's blowing my mind how deep it goes. And my plan is to spend because I teach a lot better when I fully and thoroughly understand and know the thing that I'm teaching about. I noticed that in nursing school, if I sat down and broke something down into its parts, I could help other people. I could be like, okay, this is how it works, because I saw how it works and I could put my hands on it and point to it, and I saw pictures and I would look at videos and then read it and then listen to people explain it, and I could break it down. So there are awesome tantric teachers already, but I really want to get into, and I don't know, I can't sit up here and say what they get into because I haven't taken their classes yet, but from what I've seen, they're very effective, and I've read or started to read one of their books. They're very good. So, but coming from a healthcare background, I want to help people heal their mind. Mental illness, and one of the really prevalent things we have going on now is depression. Not necessary at all. It's not necessary to be sad or depressed. How are you? It just kills me. Religious people talk, quote all these scriptures and stuff, and yet their lives are they're just like everybody else's. If you found something so awesome, your life should reflect that. And I'm not putting down anybody's religion. I'm just saying, I like results. That's me. I'm a results-oriented kind of chick. If it ain't working, what am I doing it for? If it's not producing anything for me, what am I doing it for? I'm wasting my time. So my thing is, I want results. I want something that's going to actually enhance my life and do something. And becoming more aware and conscious of who I am in totality, my entire being. That's done wonders. Doing all kinds of wonders. I'm telling you. You have no clue. So, I'm going to show you a couple of books. I already know, I'm telling you, I used to read or hear and just different things, videos and people talking and different books, and they say, oh, electromagnetic beings or multi-dimensional beings. And I'm like, okay, I don't reject stuff. I hear you. When people say things that might be different that I've never heard before. And I've always known there was more to this life than what I was getting in church and getting from school and stuff like that, but I didn't know where to look. So, here I am. I'm still on the path, still walking, but I'm seeing the more I walk towards the light, the brighter it gets. So I'm getting more little things just going on. So anyway, being an electromagnetic being, I know about electrolytes. And if you don't know about electrolytes, you should definitely do some research. It's always good to know why you're doing something and what effect it's actually having on your body and how to manipulate it. Because if you actually know how something works, you can create new things and tailor make them to you. So anyway, I know people, if you have anything to do with or any interest at all in being healthy, period, on a more spiritual, a higher level, not just, I'm eating my yogurt and my great whole grains, which we found out grains are not necessarily all that, dairy products not necessarily all that. But anyway, this book here, I've been having it for a while. Now I'm fully seeing how this book can help me understand things thoroughly. Acid and Alkaline by Herman Ahara, A-I-H-A-R-A. It talks about divinity, and how that correlates, or God and goddess, masculine, feminine, negative and positive, actually correlates to your body, because you are made in the likeness and image of God. And if you have if you've had the inclination to explore what God truly and really is, or power truly and really is, then you'll know that everything as above, so below. There's correspondences to everything on all levels. There's fractals. I love fractals. Fractals, they explain everything. You look up fractals. I'm telling you, if you can get there, I'm telling you, look up some of this stuff. I'm telling you, change your life, change your life. But anyway. So the reason why I was talking about this is because you see in here, it breaks it down. It relates it to all these, what was the word? Different concepts in the macrobiotic diet, which I don't necessarily follow that. Actually, I don't follow that, but I don't know what the word was. It was some Hindu or Chinese actually school of thought, and that's all. It's all awesome. Just check it out. Either Teo or something like that. It talks about the relationship of how balance or free flow of energy is related to God and all aspects of God, which includes the lower nature as well as the higher nature and everything in between. Okay, weaving all that together. So this book is good for that. It teaches you why something is alkaline and why something is acidic, and what foods do that, and what I'm talking about. It breaks down the ions, the electrolytes, and it's really an easy read. It's not a hard scientific, a book where you don't understand if you're not very scientifically inclined, which I don't believe in saying I am not. I believe in saying that I am going to activate and I am going to improve or whatever. But anyway, if you feel as if you're not scientifically inclined, which I don't believe that, I believe everybody is scientifically inclined because you are science. You created science. I believe we all collectively created science. But anyway, so if you just need something real simple, this book's not that bad. It's not a hard read at all, and it will break it down. You'll understand why you want to stay just slightly alkaline and why that's optimal for electrical conduction. Okay. Kundalini Yoga by Shakta Kaur Khalsa. Probably saying it all wrong. Anyway, a lot of concepts in this book I found on a website, which actually the website took the concepts from this book. One of them being taking cold showers. Whew, I'm telling you, that works. Because cold showers make you alkaline. Hot showers make you acidic. Well, they push you towards the acidic side, rather. It also, cold showers help flush out your capillaries and restore blood flow and give you this glow. Check out the glow. Saying the glow. So, there's a lot of yoga and Tantra as a lifestyle. They're very cool together. Very cool together. So, I'm integrating that. And also, got this book I'm reading. All Women Are Healed. I've been having this for a while, but you know, I have to read something once and I have to go back through it and study it. Studying is different than reading. I don't just read, I study. I break it down and dissect it, take notes, highlight, underline, practice, all that stuff. All Women Are Healed. It talks about polarity balancing, crystals, chakras, auric bodies, your spirit body, all your different, the elements of you. Get that. And this book, Awakening the Master Feminine by Yao Morris. I've only read bookmark in here. I'm on second chapter. Book already. When you say something resonates with you, you hear with it. You're like, ooh, I'm feeling you on it. That's what I've already, because I don't just listen to everything, but if it resonates and it's something I've already heard and you just happen to confirm it in your book, we're good. And then there's things that kind of expound upon things that I've already thought, so I know it's in line with where I'm going. So check out those books that I just put up. I don't know what else I have. I have all kinds of books. I had a library of books, but those are the ones I'm focusing on right now. Yeah. So back to what I was talking about. Trying to go too long on this video. We're at 12 minutes. Let me just talk a few more minutes and I'll be done. The mental depression. Been studying the hormones. I already knew about this through the nursing school, but you know, as you get into nursing school, you get more clinical and you don't really think about the processes as much because you're just kind of programmed to do clinical things and watch for clinical signs and symptoms and stuff like that. But and you still there, but anytime you don't practice something constantly, kind of goes to the back burner. You have to kind of bring it back up, refresh your memory. So oxytocin is, and I'm not a labor and delivery nurse or a baby nurse and none of that, so I don't talk about that hardly. But I do know, what I know now most definitely, is that oxytocin is the love hormone, the bonding hormone, which is secreted not only when women breastfeed, and it helps them to bond to their babies and their children, which I firmly believe has a lot to do with postpartum depression. You know, not breastfeeding and not being able to have that bond. And there's women, they literally say, this medical literature that says they don't feel connected to their child. Well, hell, if we don't encourage breastfeeding in this society at all. So, no wonder. I mean, think about it. I wonder, is that possible the reason? There's no breastfeeding going on, so that oxytocin is not being secreted and that bond is not established. So, also, oxytocin can be secreted just by nipple stimulation. It doesn't have to be, I mean, of course, when a child is suckling its mother's breast, that's nipple stimulation. You know, a lot of people, I honestly think there's certain things that, because of our repressed attitudes towards sex, have completely and totally jacked up our perceptions of natural processes. And I think that, you know, a woman experiencing an orgasm while breastfeeding, or feeling some kind of sexual feelings while they breastfeed, or just the fact that the breasts are seen as both sexual and nurturing or whatever, I think that causes some jacked up dynamics in our minds. I think that, and I know for a fact because I've been there, like with people saying those things to me. I'm like, well, you know, baby, sucking on your titty and blah blah blah. I'm like, really? That's what it's for. But it also has another function. You can also get stimulation from it. So anyway, yeah, we gotta completely rid our minds of these jacked up notions and see that these are natural processes. They're supposed to be happening. Like, we're supposed to have nipple stimulation so our oxytocin can freaking be secreted so we can feel good and be happy and connect and bond. You're supposed to connect and bond to the people that you're sleeping with. You were supposed to connect and bond to your child. We're all connected anyway, whether you know it or not. Some people I don't necessarily want to be connected to too much because they ain't got it together yet, but still, you're still connected to them. And this is a part of healing, understanding these things. So, you know, oxytocin. So nipple stimulation, I found out that a lot of these drugs, most of these drugs are just tweaking and playing with your chemical hormone levels. That's all they're doing. But because a pill does not have that life force energy, it's not balanced, it's very acidic, acid causing, it does not do exactly what it's supposed to do. In Western medicine, it's very left-brained. They don't see the whole big picture. They don't see what's missing. They don't see the imbalance in the drug, so they just keep pumping you full of them. And it's not necessarily healing, because if it's curing you and healing you, I need for my stuff to just go away. And even maybe not instantly, but damn, when the people are on these pills for years, decades. So you can't tell me you're curing me or healing me, but you're telling me I can stimulate my nipples for free, because I got 2 hands, right, and 10 fingers, or 8 fingers and 2 thumbs, whatever. Then if you got a partner, there's even more fingers. So, free nipple stimulation can make me happy and bond me to people. I don't feel lonely anymore. Not only is it chemical, it can also be transmuted into spiritual bonds. So even if that person's not there, you can still be okay. You tell me, which one's better? I'm just saying, just think about it. I've already made up my mind what's better. I'd much rather take the nipple stimulation. Pills don't even taste good. They're acid forming. What the hell I don't take pills for? Dopamine, serotonin, all those pills, all they do is manipulate your chemicals. That's it. You didn't know that, did you? Well, now you know. Now you know. Now you can do some research and figure it out for yourself. See how that works? So, yeah, I'm definitely obsessed with Tantra. I am definitely going to continue down this journey. And I've always, obviously my whole desire was to be a healer and to help people, because I became a nurse and I got in there and I saw, and this is not it. And I wanted to, and I'm still going to do this, be like a personal trainer, you know, just health. All this is all health oriented. I've always been interested in that. It's always been a part of me. So this is just me gaining all the bits and pieces to what I want to do. I'm going to be a tantric practitioner. I'm going to be a personal trainer. I'm going to be a healer, work with crystals and color therapy and music therapy, things they don't even think about doing that are so profound. Music can lift your mood almost instantaneously, you know. And I'm not saying that you may or may not need pills for a while. You know, if you get a really good herbalist, a really good person, and you're really dedicated, I think you could just do it. But there are drugs. Hold on, let me make sure I say this. Be a responsible nurse. Don't stop taking your medicines too quick, because you have to wean yourself off of them. So that's my disclaimer. I didn't tell you to stop taking your pills. You have to work. You have to be educated. You have to work with the doctor. But the sad thing is, a lot of doctors are not educated in this, so they don't even know what to tell you. So you're gonna have to do your own research and present it to them, and work on weaning yourself off from there, if that's the case. But I encourage everyone to do research to figure these things out and to look deeply into these issues. Oh yeah, another thing, I think I talked about this in the other video, the sexual deviancy and perversion. You gotta stop repressing sex. Got to. That's why you got rape. That's why you got child molestation. Y'all, everybody complain about, oh, they molesting the kids. No, oh, they rape. Well, stop repressing sex and let it be the natural creative force that it is, and present it and present people with ways to channel that energy. You can't tell someone that their sexual urges are evil. They're not. They're just coming out in not productive ways. Okay? To molest a child who is not consenting, that's not good, because the child's not consenting. You don't want to go against anyone's free will or engage in an act with someone who is not capable of consenting with you. But to tell that person, oh, we're just gonna cut off the urge, it's not gonna work. Has it worked? Is it working? I think not. Right? Hadn't gone anywhere. We just want to lock people up in jails and do these silly things. It's not working. They get out and what they do? They rape again. So obviously we need to go backtrack, root cause analysis, and see what is at the root of these issues. Okay? So, yeah, I think you can heal that too with meditation, Tantra, proper education, and the release of the sexual energy. Alright, peace y'all.